Your presence is valuable, not just physically, but your heart, your passion, and your stories as well. That feels incredibly important to say at a time where many of us are being threatened simply for existing, and changes are happening so quickly it can begin to feel like our efforts don't even matter. Despite the challenges we face, we know that we cannot afford to back down or lose hope. We must continue to stand. Stand on who we are, stand on what we believe, and most importantly, stand together. Freedom is not an outcome, it's a way of being. And we know that none of us are free until all of us are free. So we must choose to stand again and again to create a world that is rooted in justice, dignity, and care. This is the soil where liberation takes root, where seeds are planted as our dreams and desires, and the branches are our lived experiences that eventually produce a harvest that we can pass on to future generations. In times like this, it's not strategy alone that will carry us forward. When it's easy and understandable to become divided, overwhelmed, and simply exhausted, it's our shared values and our shared vision that will keep us connected and committed to our collective liberation. So let's take a moment to get rooted. If it feels safe, comfortable, and appropriate for you to do so, I invite you to close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in and out. And again, in and out. And as you continue to breathe, take a moment to check in with your body. Notice any sensations that are arising, and maybe even appreciate the surface beneath you, providing support and stability in a time when there's so much uncertainty and confusion. And as you check in with yourself, I want you to begin to call into your mind your values, the things that matter most to you and the things that connect us all. Values like family and fairness and faith and fighting for what we believe in. Call those values into your mind and then imagine each of them growing out from beneath you as a root, growing deep into the ground, keeping you steady and strong and standing tall. Notice how that feels in your body. If there are any changes from when we first began, continue to breathe, check in and observe, and focus on the things that keep you feeling grounded. Let's take one more collective deep breath together. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And when you feel ready, if your eyes are closed, feel free to open them and bring your focus back to the present moment. This practice not only refocuses our work, it also helps us reconnect with our why. A shared vision doesn't just organize our work, it also nourishes our spirits. It reminds us of what we're building and why it matters. So as we press on, let's remember that joy is not a distraction and rest is not a reward. These are essential tools of resistance and repair, and they remind us that we are not machines. We are human beings, tender, brilliant, and worthy of everything that we are fighting for. And I want to acknowledge that being in community and working in teams is not always easy. Conflict will come, but if we meet it with empathy and curiosity, then we can unlock its potential. When handled with care, conflict can clarify misunderstandings, it can heal ruptures, and it can move us towards a fuller version of ourselves. But to access this, we need the tools, habits, and practices that are going to anchor us, especially when times get hard. This is where emotional resilience comes in, because it's not about being unbothered. It's about being able to feel deeply and still remain rooted, to breathe, to connect, to heal, to ask for support, and to actively build a sustainable way forward. So, let's keep choosing to show up for ourselves and for each other. Let's stay aligned with what we value the most. Let's prioritize our joy, make room for rest, and lead with love even when the road feels long. Let's build a community with teams so strong and so honest and so deeply committed to our collective well-being that liberation is not only possible, it's inevitable. I honor and appreciate you for contributing your gifts, skills, and talents so that we can all get free. Because remember, at UHW, when we fight, we win.